So you've looked everywhere for a good DIY or tutorial video on how to mount thermal on the roof of your buggy or shooting rig and haven't been able to find it. Well, this is a video that's going to change that. You see, this video here, I'm going to show you the easiest way I've found to mount thermal on top of a vehicle and have it exceptionally easy to do. We're going to be mounting the thermal and the O-light on this particular bracket, but before we get right into it, we need to do some housekeeping. Under no circumstances is this video sponsored at all. This video is purely a video of my own. However, I do need to thank Pro Firearms in Malaga for having all this stuff that I needed at the fingertips, including the thermal, to make my shopping pretty easy. So thank you for that, guys. Never been in that store before, but very good. What are we going to need? Of course, you're going to need your thermal and your torch. You're going to need a set of Allen keys. You're going to need a torch adapter with the Picatinny clamp. We're going to need a small little Picatinny rail like this, which is a bit more of a specialized one, and I'll show you why in a minute. I've got an old Picatinny rail here, very important. And of course, we've got the dual QR mount here from SmartRest. Okay, this is very important and very, very cost effective. We paid, there we go, $99 for that one there. So 99 bucks. And that's the main apparatus that's going to screw on top of your remote handle, like on top of there. But anyway, let's stop talking about what we need and let's get into how we're going to do it. Okay, so all we've done on the wobbly table is take the thermal out of the box, take the backing card off the mount, okay? And I have got one thing that I forgot to mention, which is a small rubber washer that I've sort of ground the top of, and that's going to act like a bit of a buffer, okay, for where we mount up into the bottom of the thermal. A 4mm Allen key, 3mm Allen key, and that's about it. We're ready to go. So as I said, this is our main mounting point. As you can see, 3 holes. The center one is the one we're going to put over the remote mount there to hold everything up there and enable it to operate. So we're just going to leave the remote mount there like that at the moment. We're then going to put the screw provided with the small Picatinny rail through the hole so it's nice and recessed. And then we are going to push that rubber washer over the top of the screw. Now this might take a little bit of working in. Okay, a bit of screwing, and then once you've got that through, we're just going to go straight up onto the bottom of that thermal monocular and screw it in, okay? Now, as I said, this is going to work as a bit of a buffer. I don't use Loctite with this because I generally find with that rubber mount, once we have got it all tightened up, she's pretty on, it's nice and on. So we've got that there now, all tight. That there isn't going anywhere. And if you were a little bit concerned, I know a few guys that throw a cable tie up over the top, but not necessary. So this is now ready to be put on our rail straight away. All we do, of course, is Picatinny clamp, Picatinny rail, straight in there, and there we go. Our thermal is already on our roof. But how are we going to mount that O-light? Let me just take this out so it doesn't fall over. So now we've got the thermal on there, how do we get the torch on? So what I've done is I've just dismantled our torch holder here. We've got our O-light and here's our Picatinny rail. So what I'll do is I'll put the Picatinny rail in here first to fit it up. And you'll notice that I've put that Picatinny rail upside down. That's going to make perfect sense in a minute. What we need to do here is we need to make sure that when we put the clamp on the torch, that the Picatinny clamp is facing up. Now I like having the button of my O-light facing up as well. So I'll put that on there, put the clamp on, and to do this, you need to run that clamp right at the back of this torch. I'll show you why in a second. And we're going to just do these screws up. Now, as I said, I only like using 2 screws on this because I like taking the clamp on and off this torch quite often. The hardest bit about this is really just getting the fiddly little screws to go in, but not much of an issue. Anyway, I'll get this all screwed up and then put you in fast forward mode so you don't have to watch me do it. Now, as I said, just before you clamp it down, make sure Picatinny rail clamp facing up, as is the button on your torch. It just means you can press that button nice and easy. Once you got that set, lock her right down. Get those Allen keys nice and tight, or those little screws nice and tight. Okay, 1, 2. So that's nice and tight there. And as I said, this is how we're going to put it on. So we put it up underneath there like that, set our torch back, do the clamp up, and there's our torch on the rail now, ready to go. On the other side of that rail, we put our thermal. Okay, on it goes. Oh, wrong way around. That would be handy if you get that the right way, Brendan. And do that right up there. Now I need to do the screw of this one up a bit. It's not clamping down tight enough on my thermal, but there we get the idea. So here we have now, we have our roof mount setup done. That quick and easy. $99 bracket, a few other bits and pieces that you can find around the shop, or you can just go down to any of your gun stores and you're away. So what we got to do now is we've just got to get this, I'll show you, I'll just take you over here. Whoop. Here we go up to the top there. So we've just got to get that nut off the top of the roof mount, which I'll do in a second, and we'll mount it straight on top. I'll see you back in a second once I've got that done. Righto, so here we have it. The full setup there. Now, I know a lot of other people are going to do it different to me and may not like how we've done it. However, this works very well for us. It also means when I'm not using this silver Picatinny rail on the O-light there, I can put my 7-inch power beam halogen straight onto that rail, and that sits up nice and high with my thermal as well. But that there is a very quick and easy way to do things. Why do I like running the O-light? Because of the direct beam that it has. Once I've shot something with the thermal and I need to go for a walk and find it, I can set the beam of that O-light straight onto where I dropped it and go find it with ease. Sort of like a laser, which I will upgrade to very soon. I'll put the laser on there rather than the O-light. But as I said, this works for me. Now, as I said, I'm going to cover it again. I'm sure there's guys that have done this different and will probably say that I'm doing it all wrong. However, I don't believe there's anything wrong when it works. And this works exceptionally well for us here at On Point. And of course, when we're out shooting commercially for Sunset Pest and Rural Services here in Western Australia. So I hope this quick little video was super helpful for you. And I hope it really helps you, I guess, have the confidence to do something like this yourself. Walk into a store with confidence, buy what you need to buy and go from there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us on this episode. We're certainly going to start getting into on the field real-time stuff. We want to give a good review on this knock picks because it's been absolutely sensational for us. But we do want to get a couple more hours onto it first before we really deliver that review. Now, as I said, that one there also does deliver straight down to an iPad we've got mounted in the buggy. So it's very easy to see, but we'll show that on a different video. All right, guys, until the next episode, thanks for joining us and we'll catch you later.